is Bhakti Yoga. Whichever may be the yogas, are there, Bhakti Yoga is the supreme. Jnana Karmadi Anavritam. Without a tinge of jnana and karma, or without the contaminations of jnana and karma, that is Bhakti Yoga. So, Bhakti Yoga is the supreme, we have said. So, up till now, Krishna was saying that as per the things, what you have to do, what is your duty, what is your prescribed duty, you have to do your duty and you have to enjoy your results of it. So that was said in Karma Kanda section. And Karma Yoga, just you have to have an interconnectivity with and have a relationship with the God. So that comes to Karma Yoga. And now coming to Nishkama Karma Yoga. Nishkama Karma Yoga means you're doing as per your circumstances, as per your prescribed duties, but you are not attached to the fruits of your results. Here, Nishkama Karma Yoga means prescribed action without any attachment. So, why here Krishna is specifying of this Nishkama Karma Yoga? He has given even Karma Kanda and he has given also the Karma Yoga. Why he is saying about this Nishkama Karma Yoga? Because when you are doing any...
We want to go back to Godhead, we have to do Nishkam Bhakti Yoga.
Yeah, we have to do Bhakti Yoga so that we can go back to our home from where we came.
Yeah, if it is not followed, again we are in the birth and life cycle.
Okay. If by using your Vyavasayatmika intelligence, if you are going to follow the rules that are ordinated by the Lord or by the Supreme Lord Krishna, then you will be coming out of the cycle of birth and death. That is, you are not afflicted by any bondages of material contamination. So here we don't want to have any type of material contamination. So we wanted to do this Nishkama Karma Yoga. Nishkama Karma Yoga, you can also see that it is a non-reactive substance. Non-reactive. Why? If you are doing good or if you are doing bad, the result may be good or bad. The person will take it as if he has done his duty properly. So whatever is that, he has to follow it. That is the Nishkama Karma Yoga. That can be done by our sadhakas normally, because we are also little bit attached to our fruits. But here Nishkama Karma is prescribed action without attachment. Without attachment and also does not bear any type of reaction. See, if I'm going to do a particular point of job, suppose for example, as a civil engineer, if you're going to into build columns and other things in the slab, if there is certain negligence is required, that is only 2% of the negligence. If it is little bit of levels or differences or anything, you'll be considering it's okay. But if it is more than that, what we'll do? Who is the employer? He'll ask you to break the slab and he will say that you have to do it again. Yeah. So there is a reaction. But that is for the prescribed work. Now, we are having 3 types of work. That is karma, akarma, and vikarma. That is the prescribed duty, capricious duty, and inability to do the duty. Or we can also say that Nishkama Karma Yoga is also having this, because we are not attached to any type of fruits. Why we are not attached to any type of fruits? Because if we are attached, then we will become a cause. If I am attached to something, I am becoming a cause. When I am a cause, the effect of the result will be also binding me. So in Nishkama Karma, you are not the cause or you are not the reaction. So it is non-reactive. And this Nishkama Karma Yoga, if one is going to follow this Nishkama Karma Yoga, one is released from the bondage of fruitful activities, of action and as well as reaction. Action and reaction of the sensory engagement. Because if you are not attached, how we are going to attach? We are going to attach to anything by our sense objects and the tanmatras and the object of the senses. So when you are not attached to that, then you are going to allow that non-reactive to your sensory engagement. So this Nishkama Karma Yoga is also we can also say that or it is also compared to total renunciation of the activity. Total renunciation of the activity means we are doing our activity, but we are not going to have the results and other thing. So we can also say that one more name is Karma Sannyasaha. So this Nishkama Karma Yoga, unrest and unfall down. Whoever are following it, they are not going to fall down any way because it is a non-reactive path and not to be attached or not to do it. Just doing it as a duty, we are doing this Nishkama Karma Yoga. And also, if you are not attached, that is, we are having three different types of karma. That is, prescribed, capricious, and inaction. Prescribed is what, according to your shastras, according to your Vedanta sutras or Vedanta scriptures, what is your prescribed duty? That we are doing. We are having prescribed duties. We are having two types of duties, secondary and primary. Why is there a secondary duty and the primary duty? Because we are not this body, we are the soul. So, whatever the duty we are doing on the level of the soul, it is the primary duty. And all the other duties, what we are doing, that are the secondary duties. And this capricious, that is, akarma is there, no? Akarma is not performing any type of duty. Is it possible for us to do akarma or inaction? Any one of you?
It's possible, Maharaj.
It's possible. Akarma is possible. Whereas vikarma,
Vikarma. Vikarma, no idea, Maharaj.
opposite of karma. Karma is we are doing our prescribed duties. Vikarma is we are not going to do anything. Inaction.
Yes.
Is inaction possible with us as a sadhaka or as a human being? Is it possible?
Yes, possible. Possible, Maharaj.
Think it, Prabhu, one more time.
Due
Okay,
to
you
their
said it is
past
possible.
things and all,
Mhm.
past karma and all, it's possible. Vikarma is possible.
Yeah, we have to do our prescribed duties, Mataji. We have to serve our family. We have to do our.
No, that is okay. I'll agree with you that we have to do our prescribed duties, everything. That is karma. Okay,
Yes.
we as a situation, I have to follow everything. You think that is karma? I have to do my prescribed duties. That okay. I'm saying this. Akarma means akarma means we are going to do that duty and we don't have any type of results for that. In which of the services we won't have any type of results?
Nishkama Karma Yoga.
Nishkama Karma Yoga, when you are following Nishkama Karma Yoga, we won't have any type of, because there will be results, but we are not going to be attached to that results. That is the difference, Prabhu. In Nishkama Karma Yoga, you'll be having results also, but you're not attached to that work, no.
Yes.
You're doing it just as a duty. Whatever it will come, will be, if it is coming, meaning it is good or bad, you are going to follow it. That's it. And you are doing it for serving the Lord, for your higher senses. That is
Bhakti
to
Yoga.
serve Govinda.
Bhakti Yoga without results.
Bhakti Yoga is without results. That is inaction. Vikarma. Akarma is possible and karma is possible. Vikarma, opposite of karma, that is inaction. Without action, can you sit in one place? Your soul is very active. It can't be inactive. It will be doing. If you are sitting in one place in this body also, your mind will be having in per day, a day you'll be having 80,000 thousand of your different thoughts. If one thought is going to come up, it will pop up. Okay, this thought is completed. The again next minute, the other thought will become. You will be maybe mentally contemplating on that. So again, if that thought is suppressed, again one more thought, because it becomes a desiring activity. So the thoughts will be coming. So without doing anything, you can't stay. Vikarma is not possible. Vikarma means not doing any activity. If you are doing with the activity with the brain also, you are doing the activity. if it is in the mode of goodness, how will be that? How we will be doing our karma? You'll be following all the obligations of the scriptures, and with
Scriptures.
attachments to the results we'll be doing. That will be in the mode of goodness. If inauspicious, if I'm going to do our inauspicious work, inauspicious means that is for our sense gratification. It doesn't come under bhakti yoga. So when we are attached to our sense enjoyment, what will happen? Again, we'll be in the bondage of this. And so we'll be having this emergency and desire. These are the inauspicious and vicious work because we are doing for ourselves. We are not on the platform of soul. And also this auspicious, because sometimes what will happen, no, we'll be having disinterested, and we'll be having lot of obligatory things to do, because we wanted to have this, we want to go to the path of liberation. But sometimes what will happen, we'll be having a lot of attachment. It may be positive attachment or negative attachment, but it causes the bondage. So both akarma and vikarma are both are sinful. If you are going to do akarma for the pleasure of the God, it is very good. If we are not going to do in that sense, then it becomes inauspicious and it becomes a sinful activity. So again, we are going to come to what is the real yoga? So this is Nishkama Karma. Then what is our real yoga? What we have to do?
Whatever we will do, we will say Krishna Arpanam.
Okay, it comes under one sense.
The results will need to give to Krishna.
Okay, that is Nishkama Karma Yoga only we are speaking. I'm saying the real yoga. Yeah, what is the real yoga means? As per the translation of 2.4a, we are saying we have to perform duty in equipoise without having any attachment for success and failure. If it is success or failure also, you are not going to have any type of attachment. When that means when the person is in equipoise, then that is called the real yoga. Why? If you are going to get success, normally in a group of students are there. So one of the child will be getting in the first rank. So at that time, all the teachers are going to praise the child. So at that time, what the child will be in a proud situation. He'll say, I have done my very good. So I'm having this lot of success. And the other student in the same class may have a failure in that. He may be not the class first, but he may be the failure according to his circumstances. So at that time, he'll be in the failure. But these two are not compared. When the person who is going to take both the success and failure in equipoise, then that is the real yoga. Means in Nishkama Karma only, when you are going to have success and failure also, you have to take it in an equipoise. At that time, you will be, what will be your intelligence? At that time, your concentration of the mind will be on the supreme control or supreme by controlling all ever disturbing senses. You don't be having any type of disturbing your senses and other thing. That is, the real yoga is nothing but Krishna consciousness. That is following the ordaining by the Krishna, or following the regulative principles that are given by Krishna, or following Krishna's dictations. That is nothing but the real yoga. What is the real yoga? Following the rules and regulations as per the Krishna or ordained by Krishna, or following Krishna's dictations. That is also called real yoga. That is why when you are following the dedications of Krishna, means you are going to give up all your sense of proprietorships. This is mine, this is mine. Everything is Krishna's. I am also the servant of Krishna. When you do anything thinking that you are the dasa, or the servant of the servant of the servant of Krishna, that is the right way of Krishna consciousness when you are following that. That is, if it may be gain or victory, everything is concerned to Krishna, then it becomes a real yoga. What is the real yoga? Real yoga is the right way to act in Krishna consciousness. What is the right way? That is, you're not the master, you're the servant of the servant of the servant of Krishna. Dasanu. It is your eternal position, and that is the way. and giving up all the proprietary sense of proprietorship. Everything is Krishna's, so I'm also Krishna's. And the real yoga is to follow the dictations of Krishna. That is the real yoga, what we have to do. So, what is the real yoga? That is, if it may be success or failure, wherever, that is our aim is to satisfy Vishnu, or our aim is to satisfy the senses of Govinda. Then we are in the right way of Krishna consciousness. Or we are under the dictations of Krishna, that is also real yoga. So, how can one attach this? This is the conclusion of what is real yoga. Then, how we can come to this platform? One can achieve this platform of Nishkama Karma Yoga, that and detachment by following the orders of Lord Krishna in devotional service. If everything is given by Krishna, if you are going to follow it sincerely, then you are going to do your Nishkama Karma Yoga. Is it clear, Prabhu? What is the real yoga? What we are going to do? How we have to do it? How can we do? We can do only by serving Krishna and by following the rules and dictations that are given by Krishna. So we can achieve the platform of Nishkama Karma. So, but Nishkama Karma and Buddhi Yoga are one and the same. So what will happen? Sometimes there will be a lot of members who will be doing this abnormal activities. Abnormal activities means they need fruitful activities for themselves. So Arjuna is also having is recommending that we have to come out of our fruitful activities and we have to surrender to the Lord. How we have to surrender to the Lord?
By following the scriptures and the dictation of the following the dictation of the Krishna.
Okay, by following the dictations of Krishna, that is the real yoga. How we have to surrender? See, we have having the example of this Trivikrama Vamanadev. Vamanadev has punished Bali Maharaj because Bali Maharaj was as powerful full in the person as the three lokas. Upper planetary systems where we are staying and the lower planetary systems. So Bali Maharaj was very powerful. So when he was doing some Igna, Vamana, Vishnu came in the form of a draft Brahmana and he asked for the three steps from Bali Maharaj. And that time Bali Maharaj was very proud of it. And he said that I'm a king, I can give you whatever you want. Still you are asking only the 3 steps. At that time, again, Vaman, they replied that, no, I'm very satisfied with this step. If I'm going to have more and more also, I don't want that. I'm very initiated. I'm very satisfied with whatever I need. I need only 3 steps. At that time, with the 2 steps, when Bali Maharaj has given even the 3 steps of land, what happened? Vamanadev has increased his size to Trivikrama, and he kept 2 steps on all the planetary systems and everything. So, with the 2 steps, he conquered all the rivers, and all the planetary system. And the third step was remaining. And the third step, when Trivikrama asked Bali Maharaj where I have to keep, then he said that you can keep on my head. So by keeping him, and he gave total surrenderance to the Lord. At that time, Lord has taken this Bali Maharaj to Sutala Loka. And at that Sutala Loka is such a pleasure that if it is on the earth, it is only one time. It will be nearly 100 to 2,000 times more in Sutala Loka. Means the worldly sensory enjoyment is more. So he asked Bali Maharaj to stay there, and he was also guarding the door of Bali Maharaj in Sutalaroka. See, that is the surrenderance. And one more instance is when Vibhishana was there. When Vibhishana came towards Rama, when Rama was in his assembly, and when Vibhishana with his some of the followers came to Rama to take shelter, at that time, Rama was asking different, because they in a courtyard there will be many members, no, Sugriva, Angada, Jambavanta, different members, Hanuman, Lakshman, so many are there. So at that time, in time, Rama was discussing with the courtiers that I have to give them surrender to Vibhishana or not? Some said that Vibhishana is the brother of the demon Ravana, so we can't take him, we can't have faith in him. Still, Rama said that when he came to us, when he said that I need to surrender, so then I'll give them the surrenderance. When he says, I belong to Rama, then I'll take them. So at that time, Vibhishana was taken to the shelter and Vibhishana was crowned the king of Lanka. So that is the surrenderance what we need to have. Here also, so when we are coming back to our topic, when Arjuna is recommended to keep all the abnormal activities. Why? Because we as a person, yes, because we are very miser. Why? Because we don't want to engage all our senses for Krishna consciousness. Rather, we will be what we are doing, we are engaging our all the senses in getting difference of properties, good fortune, hard labor. We want everything from our human energy. But what will happen? No, a human energy should be actually used for self-realization. That is for the Krishna consciousness, the real yoga. But what the miserly persons, what we are doing actually, we want to enjoy our fruitful activities. Why these fruitful activities are called economical activities? Because they act, which will be acting in the cycle of birth and death. And all the actions that we'll be using in Krishna consciousness. If we are not using for Krishna consciousness, we are going to be binding and the continuous activities that are going to bind us in the cycle of birth and death. So, what is our right course of action? What we have to do as for the living entities? Hare Krishna, any one of you?
Chanting, association.
Okay, what is the right course of action for all the living is chanting of Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, because in Kali Yuga that it is the main thing. And also we have to do service to the Lord. That is the transcendental service to the Lord. By using our Buddhi Yoga, the transcendental loving service to the Lord, that is the real course of action, what we have to do. By doing this, so when we are doing this Buddhi Yoga, Nishkama Karma Yoga, then what are the benefits we are going to get? What are the benefits we are going to get? We are going to get freedom from good and bad reactions. Because whatever is coming good or bad, we'll take it in an equipoise stage. And we are going to be freed from cycle of birth and death. And we'll be using different Vedic, indifferent, we are indifferent from Vedic rituals. Because in some Vedic rituals, what will happen? Some pandits or other people, they will be chanting mantras and they'll be giving sacrifices as Ashwamedha Yagna and other things. So that the horse will be getting the human life in the next life. And here also they are going to get the kings who are doing this Ashwamedha Yagna, they are going to get the profit of ruling the entire land. So in this way, we are indifferent. And what is our realization? What we have done? Realization of we are having a relationship with the eternal servitor. That is the Supreme Lord Krishna. And where we will go? What is the final destination? Going back to the Godhead or going back to Vaikunta. That are the main results we are going to get from this by following this Nishkama Karma Yoga. So Arjuna also wants that we need to, because by following this, what will be our benefits? What will be our results? We need to have little bit so that when you know about the results, so at that time, what will no, I also want to have that result. So I'll follow this way. So in this way, what we'll be having now, we'll be avoiding our sinful reactions. No, I need to have this. I don't want to have this type of misery. I need to go back to Vaikuntha. So I will be doing what Arjuna has done. What Arjuna has done? Arjuna was following the orders of Krishna. He isn't. He was following sincerely, with knowing everything. Why we have to follow, why we should follow. So in this way Arjuna was also following. So now Krishna is also explaining how we have to act in devotional service. What is the actual devotional service? But here, as per the context, Arjuna's devotional service is to fight in the war, to free from all the sinful reactions and lead him that leads to misery. But here, how he's getting in, he's coming out of this. How he is coming? By using his Vyavasayatmika intelligence, or by using Buddhi Yoga, and he comes and he works and he comes in right sense of good and bad reaction. He is going to come out of all the good and bad reactions, what he is going to. That is, what is this Krishna consciousness? Krishna consciousness is nothing but purification process of our resultant action, because we are doing reactions, different types of action. So the resultant action is that is purified in our Krishna conscious. How it is purified? By taking the chanting of the names of the Lord, and also by the association of devotees, by taking prasadam, by offering bhoga to the Lord and taking it as a prasadam, and doing little bit services of sadhana, now, by reading the different scriptures that are given by Srila Prabhupada in our Guru Parampara, so that we will be also having this purificatory process. And here, coming back to Arjuna, Arjuna is also told to avoid reactions here, because he is saying, Krishna is advising him to follow Nishkama Karma Yoga. So he need not renounce all his work. What Arjuna said, no, killing Bhishma and Drona, that is very difficult for me. So if I'm going to, I don't want to have any type of force or any type of sin. So I'll go to the forest and I'll be sitting there, and I don't want to work. But here Krishna is advising us, you must not renounce from your work, and you have to work in a right conscious way. What is the right conscious way? Since immemorial, what is happening? The living entity will be having various reactions of good and bad, and accumulation of good and bad. And he is continuously under ignorant of his constitutional person. He'll be every time related to his body only. But here, now Krishna has removed his ignorance by saying that, by giving the instructions of Bhagavad Gita, which teaches that we have to surrender to Lord Krishna in all respects. What is the main teaching of Bhagavad Gita? That is, we need to have Sharanagati of Krishna. How that Sharanagati of Bali Maharaj and Sharanagati of Vibhishana to Rama, these are the few examples how we have to surrender. At that time of surrender, what is the thing you are going to learn? You are going to get your liberation from the chain of action and reaction and the bondage of birth and death. So that you are going to cross the ocean of nescience, and you are going towards Godhead. You are going towards your home, back to Godhead. So this was the thing. So by different. Why we have to go out of this? Because everything here, padam vipadaha. Why padam vipadaha? Each and every, wherever you may be, your circumstances, if you may be ant, if you may be a human being, or if you may be a demigod or anything, up to from the ant to Brahma, if anything are there, anybody, in padam vipadaha means this earth and this place, this is every time it is miseries only. That is, it refers that padam vipadaha. Every time we are living in our difficulty situations, we need to come out of it. So when we can come out of it, when we are surrendered to the Lord, that is when you become a liberated entity, or the liberated living entities, then this padam vipadaha won't be there. So then we'll be going towards Vaikuntha Loka. That is Paramapadam. Paramapadam means Vaikuntha Loka. Padam vipadaha. Every time this world is full of miseries, and everywhere we'll be having bondage. But where we have to go? Paramapadam. Paramapadam means the state where there are no miseries. Where there are no miseries? Only in Vaikuntha planets. That is going back to Godhead. That is the place of this Vaikuntha planets are, it is a place for the liberated living entities, because they don't have any type of contamination. So they are liberated. So that is, we can also take an analogy such as if we are going to take the shelter of the Lord, what will happen? No, this padam adam prati padam adam vipadaha, no. So at each and every steps we are having lot of miseries. But when you take the shelter of the Lord, what will happen? No, all these different padam vipadaha is there, no. that will be like just like a calf footprint. Ocean of material existence is there. So this ocean of material existence, when you take the shelter of the Lord, this ocean will be just like a small calf print. Calf hoof print means it will be very small. You can jump off it immediately. It doesn't take lot of effort. But when it is as an ocean of material in science, then it is very difficult. So by taking the shelter of the Lord, or by taking the shelter of the boat of the lotus feet of the Lord, what will happen? This ocean of material existence will become as small as the calf fruit print. Means that is Paramapadam. Then we can go to this Paramapadam Vaikunta planet. Why we are this? Okay, ignorance is the main cause for our conditioned souls. But there are many conditioned souls who are great souls also, no? Material world is danger in every steps. All bodies who are there in this universe, it is full of suffering, and there is no adjustment without fruitful activities. But for the great sages, is it one and the true? For us, we are having the danger in every step in this material world, and whichever the state it, or whichever the body we may be in 84 lakh species, we may be full of miseries, and we don't be having, because no adjustments that is possible, because we are under fruto activities. So this is for normally for a living entity. But when it comes to great sages, how are they? They are also attached, or they are free? Hare
Great
Krishna
stars also, there is a bondage, Mataji.
No, they are free on that.
They are
in this material, because I'm saying about the great sages, because great sages means the liberated souls, or the liberated souls. They doesn't have to be having all these contaminations. They are free from all the contaminations because they are doing devotional service. You got it, Prabhu?
yes, ma'am.
Murli Prabhu. So the great sages, this is for all the living entities, or just like our sadhana bhaktas, we are attachment in this material world. But for the great sages, because they are doing devotional service and they are attachment, they are surrendered to the Lord, they don't have any type of way. So they are free from this. So now I have said this great sages, and we have said this sadhanas, sadhana bhaktas like us. So what must be our related, that we must have surrenderance to us, because great sages are free, they are liberated person. So what must be our higher thinking, that we must also have that surrenderance to the Lord. So how can we do? That is the secret. Liberated souls means that is the secret qualification, or the secret of success for the qualification to enter Vaikunta. How we can enter Vaikunta planets?
By doing the service to the Lord.
By doing service to the Lord. Only by doing service to the Lord.
By doing service of the Lord, following the rules and regulations of the scriptures.
By chanting.
Okay. By chanting rules and regulations, but the actual point is missing.
Detaching with the desires. Detachment with the desires.
That is also the secondary point. Actual point is missing.
Krishna, association of Krishna.
Association of devotees.
Devotees.
Okay, association of devotees, it's come under secondary entry again.
Dasanu,
I told the
dasanu,
main
dasa,
point is
dasa.
missing.
Dasanu, dasanu, dasa. Our surrender is to be dasanu, dasanu, dasa.
Yeah. We have to know the constitutional position, or the sublime of the Lord. That is, we are the eternal servitor of the Lord. When you know your constitutional position, that you're not this body or the soul, and you are the eternal servitor of Lord Krishna, that is the secret of success for to enter Vaikuntha planets. Or all the descriptions what you have said, by chanting, by doing service to the Lord, everything. These are the secondary. But what is the first thing? You have to have a relationship with the Lord, and you're the eternal servitor of the Lord. That is the main thing you have to know. That is the main secret of success to go for the Vaikuntha planets, or the minimum qualification to enter Vaikuntha planets. So now we know that like karma yoga, bhakti yoga, devotional service means service to the cause or service for the cause of the Lord. Everywhere what we have to know from, we have to know that we have to do service. Without service, you are not going to. As a wife, I have to do service to my family. As a husband has also to do the service to family. So anywhere for eating or for anything, you need to do service. If both the lovers are there and they are very happy with both of them, and the girl is staying nicely, whenever the husband comes, she'll say I love you and everything, and she'll be not doing any type of service, the husband will be happy
No,
by hearing the flowery words?
no, Mata.
He won't be happy. When you are going to do it in the form of a service, then they will be happy. So here also, by servicing or by doing our service in devotional, because by doing the devotional duty, we can come out of this material existence, and we can also come as for the qualification to Vaikuntha planet. So that at the time of death, we'll be having Narayana Smriti and we'll be going back to our Godhead. So these are the most definitions of karma yoga or buddhi yoga, God, devotional service ways, whatever is whichever may be the devotional service or whichever may be. What is the main thing is we have to serve the Lord, serve for the cause of the Lord, serve for the senses. If the senses of Govinda are satisfied, automatically my senses will be satisfied because he is the master of senses, Rishikesha. Is this point clear?
Yes, Mother.
By doing Nishkama Karma Yoga, what are the benefits we are getting? I gave you 5 benefits. Okay, just we'll read the sloka translations from 2.46 to 2.53.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Go ahead, Prabhu.
2.46 All purposes served by a small well cannot once be served by a great reservoir of water. Similarly, all the purposes of the Vedas can be served to one who knows the purpose behind them. 2.47 You have a right to perform your prescribed duty, but you are not entitled to these fruits of action. Never consider yourself the cause of the results of your activities and never be attached to not doing your duty. Text 48 Perform your duty, equipoised, O Arjuna, abandoning all attachment to success or failure. Such equanimity is called yoga. 2.49 O Dhananjaya, keep all abominable activities far distant by devotional service, and in the consciousness surrender unto the Lord. Those who want to enjoy the fruits of their work are misers. Text 50. A man engaged in devotional service rids himself of both good and bad reactions even this life. Therefore, strive for yoga, which is the art of all work. Text 51 By thus engaging in devotional service to the Lord, great sages or devotees free themselves from the results of work in the material world. In this way, they become free from the cycle of birth and death and attain the state beyond all miseries by going back to Godhead. Text 52 When your intelligence has passed out of the dense forest of delusion, you shall become indifferent to all that has been heard and all that is to be heard. Text 53 When your mind is no longer disturbed by the flowery language of the Vedas, and when it remains fixed in the trance of self realization, then you will have attained the divine consciousness. Text 54. Arjuna said,
Enough,
O
Prabhu, enough,
Krishna.
Prabhu. Enough,
Correct.
enough. We'll discuss up till 53 only. So up till now we have up till now we have discussed no what are that padam padam vibhitaha, everything. It comes up till 51 slokas. Any doubts are there? How we have to come out of our nishkama karma yoga, how we have to do this. So now coming to the next sloka, what will happen by Vidya Yoga? You are going to free from the cycle of birth and death. That is the thing we can learn. And in the second thing, next thing, what we are having, persons who are having fully Krishna consciousness. How they are going to get this Krishna consciousness?
By taking prasadam, association of devotees, chanting of Maha mantra, following the four regulative principles.
By doing this, a person will be in fully Krishna consciousness. That is, it is he's doing his Shabda Brahma, that is chanting of the Maha mantra. Or we can also say that Shabda Brahma means the range of Vedas and Upanishad, the scriptures from where the one is serving. That is to engage dutifully detachment towards everything. One must be disinterested in sense gratification. Because when he is doing Nishkama Karma Yoga, he is not at all interested in any type of interest for his own self. So he'll be promoting this Vedic Karma Kanda in the sections. And also here also Arjuna, here in this words, Krishna is saying that Arjuna should rise above the calculations of happiness and mystery and fight with Buddhi Yoga. Fight with Buddhi Yoga means by fixed intelligence, Vyavasayatmika intelligence, one pointed focus on intelligence. So here different examples are given. That is for it is if some examples are given by Sripada Madhavendra Puri in the purport, and also some newly devotees will be coming. No, they'll be having lot of interest. So, but if they are not going to get the proper association, what will happen? They'll be wasting their times and they will think that the flowery language of Vedas, that is only the pray. And in the Vedic systems, they have said that we have to pray 3 times a day, and we have to take the bath in the morning, evening, in afternoon, and we have to offer respects to our forefathers, everything. This is only. But they don't have the actual Krishna consciousness. Actual Krishna consciousness, that means it is it becomes indifferent to Vedas. Why it is becoming indifferent? Because in Vedas they are doing this karma kanda section, because if I need to have little bit wealth, or if I want to have a son, in as per the Vedas we are having putra santanam. For getting a putra we have to do some type of homa or from some type of sacrifice, so that we'll be getting a putra. And if we want to have different types of areas, I need lot of wealth. So also what in the Vedas they will say that if you're going to do Lakshmi Puja on Diwali another day, so you'll be getting lot of Lakshmi. So these are things. But as per our Krishna consciousness, everything is coming from Krishna only. If you are going to please the senses of Govinda, the automatically whatever you want, your senses are also purified and your senses are also satisfied. Whatever your eligibility, Krishna is going to give you everything. So you don't hanker for anything. If it is hankering also or anything also, you'll be having that, you'll be having firm faith in Krishna, so that you'll think that everything, happiness or mystery, whichever is coming, it is given by Krishna. So I'm just an instrument that I'm going to do. So in this way, the Krishna conscious people, they'll be having lot of faith in Krishna, and they'll be doing everything according to the Guru and Parampara. That is, by doing all this regulative activity, they are going to attain perfection. But for the normal people, they will think that what I am doing as per the Vedas and as per the different pundits who have said. So how it will be? They'll be doing only karma kanda only, because for themselves they are going to do. They are not going to please for the senses of Rishikesha. They are going to please for their and for themselves. So they are doing fruit activities. So it comes under the action of Karma Kanda section. So Karma Kanda in the section, we can take an analogy of a dense forest. If dense forest is there, what will happen? The desire will be coming more, the desires will be coming more and more. So we'll be following different times of Vedas and other. So we don't have the main purpose, who we have to satisfy. So again, this dark forest is nothing but the illusion where if we are not going to Krishna, we are going towards Maya. That is also one of the power of Krishna only. So we have to come. How we have to come? We have to become indifferent to karma kanda. And even though we may be having an expertized Brahman, or we may think that we are having the relation, we know that we have to satisfy Krishna and we are the eternal servitors of Krishna. And as my constitutional portion, I must be an eternal servitor of Krishna. By thinking this and coming to the fully Krishna conscious thing, that is finally we are being fixed in this Krishna consciousness. Krishna consciousness, Buddhi Yoga, or achieving a wing of Samadhi or divine consciousness, everything is towards Krishna. That is the realizations that we are having one relationship with Krishna, and we won't be no longer be disturbed by the flowery languages of Vedas or anything. That is the highest perfection of our self-realization is implying that we are the eternal servitors of Krishna, and our only business is to discharge our own duties towards Krishna consciousness and to serve Krishna to full of my best of my ability, and to with full attention, concentration and everything to do the service to them. Then how does a Krishna conscious person gets instruction? From his spiritual master, he gets his instruction. By the Chaitya Guru from the heart of Krishna, he gets the instruction. If sometimes what will happen, no, if he is going to neglect this Krishna consciousness for the flowery Vedic knowledge, sometimes what will happen, no, as a bhaktas only we know that Krishna is supreme, and Krishna's whatever the Krishna is going to give us orders, or whatever the communications, what are the regulations, what we have to follow in Krishna, that are supreme. But sometimes what will happen now, our mind will be also attached towards the flowery languages. If I am going to do this type of sacrifice, so I'll be getting this much amount. So this much amount I can also donate in Krishna consciousness. So this will be fine. But it is not that actually, because we are having the directly in communication with Krishna by the process of bhakti. One has to simply follow the orders of our spiritual master and Krishna. By doing this, we will be getting towards highest perfection of self-realization. Highest perfection of self-realization is that we are the eternal servant of Krishna, and our only business is to satisfy the senses of Krishna, or our only business is to discharge our duties in Krishna consciousness. And in this way, when we are doing conclusively, thus, and then what happened? We'll be having the sure achieved results, and we'll be attaining this conclusive knowledge of Krishna consciousness. What is the conclusive jnana of Krishna consciousness? We are not this body, we are the soul, we are the parts and parcels of Krishna, and we are the eternal servitor of Krishna. This is the sublime thing. When we know this three, our self-realization is perfect. When our self-realization, highest perfection of self-realization is that, what will be? We'll be in the stage of samadhi. What is the stage of samadhi? That is Shrita Prajna. Who is Shrita Prajna? Yeah. And when Shrita Prajna is discussed, Shrita Prajna is the liberated person. How does the liberated person be? Because up till now in Nishkama Karma Buddhi Yoga, we have seen this liberation person he is within this world only. So how his activities are there, how he is going to walk, how he is going to eat, what are the symptoms of his? What are the symptoms means? The person who is in Buddhi Yoga, who is fixed in knowledge of Krishna, how he is going to act in different situations, how he is going to get different situations, and how he is going to satisfy. That is, The satisfaction is the fundamental principle of fixation. When you are satisfied, we are fixed in Krishna service. And at that time, when we know that our constitutional position, understanding the constitutional position and understanding the consciousness that this eternal material world is temporary and it is every time destroyed. But our Krishna consciousness, our transcendental, because we are the soul and we are transcendental, and we are the parts and parcels of Krishna. So we are. So how will be this liberated person? The liberated persons are also on this earth only. How they are there, how they are standing, how they are acting, what are their characteristics for everything. So Arjuna will be asking in the later few verses as the different four questions. What are the general symptoms of a liberated person? How does he going? How does he speak? How does he sit? How does he walk? How does he sit means how he's going to interact with the other people, how he's going to convince them, how he's going to do his chores. So in this way, Arjuna is going to ask the person about the liberated soul. The person who is following this Nishkama Karma is nothing but a liberated soul. So now, liberated souls, how these liberated souls will be there, how they will be acting, how they're becoming. Because the liberated soul, he is free from good and bad reaction. He is very resolute in determination. He saves one from the greatest danger. What is the greatest danger? Death is the greatest danger. So he's free from bondage. He's free from good and bad reactions. He is different too. And he also realizes that what is samadhi state? Realization with the relationship with Krishna. That is eternal servitor of Krishna is the samadhi state. So, and he goes also back to Godhead. So, how this Trita Prajna is going to sit, how he is going to speak, how we have to recognize, how we can recognize a person who is in perfectly situated in this Krishna consciousness, how he is going to speak, how he is going to walk, how. So, these are the questions that Arjuna is going to ask. So, this we'll be discussing in our next class. Hare Krishna, up till now, any doubts?